Good afternoon, this is Zachary from Zachary Sweeps. We're doing a Jotul wood burning stove, and this one is a beautiful stove. First thing we've got to do is just check, make sure the gasket rope is all in good order, which it is. It's all in excellent condition. With these particular appliances, they have a baffle plate, and a lot of the time you can get them to one side and it should drop down. Some of them don't. Some of them you have to actually but they're very sort of like, you've got to get them right in the right position, otherwise they won't come down like you want them to. We shall have a look. Sometimes they come out straight away, and other times they won't. But if they don't, it's not an issue. It can be a bit fiddly. But if they don't, what we tend to do is we take these bits out. Just put that to one side. And then take this bit out here, the back piece. And then put that there, which gives us access to the metal sides, like that. And what you can do after that, I'll put that on top of there with me. And what I'll do is I can drop that down like that, which is great. And then that's it, it's out. I'm going to put my hoover on now. Okay, so you're more than welcome to watch, I don't mind. And then what we do is, like some of the new ones, they actually come out, but without having to take the sides out. But with this one, because there's a lot of soot on top, I don't know if I'll be able to show you. Let's get the torch and everything. It's a lovely, beautiful day outside, but obviously for privacy reasons I'm not going to show you, but as you can see just in there, there's a bit of a build up of soot in there, and sometimes just even a little bit of soot can stop you getting that plate out. But it's not a problem if you know what you're doing. It's no issue at all. Obviously with 24 years experience, there's not many I haven't done now. But if you know how to do it, you can make your job a lot more easier than if you don't. Some people really get all flustered and everything. And as I've always said, when you're sweeping these appliances, always just be patient. Just take your time. No rush. Make sure you give yourself enough time. And that's what a lot of people do nowadays. They're rushing around everywhere. It's ridiculous, but if you just give yourself enough time to do these jobs, then you ain't going to be thinking about the next job, because you really don't want to be going to people's houses, and you want to give them a good service. So like we get the old faithful 6-inch out, because obviously it's a 6-inch pipe, as you can see straight away. And if you're ever in doubt, you can always put your brush up against the side of it. This is a 5-inch pipe going into a 6-inch liner. So like, you just push it straight up. And you know that straight away, because like obviously it's not moving and it's in the actual liner now. So next thing, I'm just going to put my mask on for a moment. Remember what we do is we get that. Put it into position. Remember, always keep twisting it anti-clockwise, and then put the sheet in the front, like that. It's all great. Obviously, I'm not wearing my mask as much as I normally do, because it's just so hot at the moment. And always be careful when you're holding the end of your rod, because if you let go of it, if you touch the half, then you will mark it, and it'll be a deep mark, and you won't be able to get that mark off with a bit of WD-40 or half cleaner or stuff like that. And just go up really slow. Do you remember, as I've always said, like the best way to do it is so you can suss out. I mean, a lot of people just go straight up there 3 or 4 times, and then like it's great if it's like this, it's all right. But if it's really dirty, then you're going to be absolutely covered in the stuff. So go up slowly, suss out what's going on up there first, and just keep going. That's what you do. And now we're on to the red one, so we know that we've got to just be careful, because we know that most wood burners have a 10 metre liner in them. Yeah, 9, 10, up to 12. Yeah, but me being old school, there you go, I'm at the top already. Did you hear that donk? I won't do it again. The reason why I know I'm at the top is because it's just gone loose. So what it's gone into a cowl, and which is obviously the cover over the top of the chimney. You must always get it right to the top. Really, really important, because if you don't, then what can happen is you can get a big building up there, and then what happens is when people sweep it, they think they're at the top. That's why I always like to hear that donk, because then I know I'm hitting the cowl. But if you stop and you don't hear anything, then you can have a big build up of soot. Then what can happen is that you think you're at the top, and then what happens is the soot will just build up and build up and build up, and eventually what will happen is it'll block up, and then it's an absolute nightmare to clean all that out. So it's always a good idea, but this is in really good condition. And to be honest with you, at the moment the weather is really helping a lot. You know, with I always say to people as well, you know, like if you want to have a fire the night before, obviously not in the morning, but the night, if you've got me coming in first thing in the morning, then don't have one the night before. But if you haven't, and I'm coming in the afternoon or the day before that, have a fire if you want to, because it does really help clean the chimney to the cleanest it can be. And then just bring it down. As you can hear, it's not making that noise that it was making before. So this is my last job today. I had an early start this morning. I've got another early start. Hopefully you've watched that video about the castle, the Bodian castle. If you haven't checked it out, it's worth checking out. The history of that village Ardingly is just incredible. I go to so many people's houses that are like 5th, 6th generation. They're still living in this, obviously not all around now, but they're still living in the same property that their great-great-granddads and grandmas were living in, which is amazing. So anyway, what we're doing now obviously is we just clean the top part, make sure, because that's where, like, I mean, as you can see, it's mainly ash, because if there's anything sitting up there, but you can see there's a nice little draft coming from outside because the back doors are open. So like, just do that. And then what we'll do is I'll just put my mask back on again. I'm very conscious about the mask because it does make a difference, especially when you go home and you're blowing your nose and you don't want like soot coming out of your nose. But if you wear a mask, now for what they'd cost, what, 15 to 25 pounds. So when I was doing that Ingle Nook the other day, I don't think I'd be around now. It was so dirty and so intense, the soot inside it. You know, breathing might have been very difficult. But then what you got to do now, obviously we've cleaned the top, so we know that's all nice and clean. There's always a back bit, just make sure that's all clean. As I said, the edges are the most important part, so make sure you clean the edges. They're really important to clean as well. Look outside, make sure everything's all done. But these metal baffle plates, they're fantastic. But they, you know, sometimes you do have to take them out. If you do, then you know how to do it now. It's always take the bits out. You don't have to take the whole lot out. But just make sure you just take all the bits out. There's that brush, I can see a little bit rubbish up here. What's that top up here? just go slowly as well. We don't want to give yourself more work. And then what we've got to do is put that back. Right, we'll get the see with these plates, they tell you which way they go, because they have like on them, they have the writing going across the side, so you know which way they go in and out. So what I do is I put that there like that. In fact, they've been put in the upside down, the other side's upside down, so well, what we'll do, that's probably, we shall leave it as it is, I think. And then you can put that up there like that. And then put that back into position like that. And there you go. All clicked into place. Obviously make sure it is all in the right position, because the bottom bits won't go in, so we shall find out in a minute if we've got it in the right place, won't we? Let's put that, take that out and hoover that bit out. The old ash pan. It's got a bit of soot just here. Make sure we've got all of that out. There's actually an air vent just here, down here. I'll just show it to you. You see that? I just make sure that's all on the edge in there. Edge back there. As you can see as well, if I go inside, you can see that it's all back in position, the baffle plate. There we go. Picture of my nose as well at the same time. So what we do is put the ash pan back into position. And if we put them bits in right, this should just go straight back in. And this goes straight on top. Obviously this is not a multi-fuel wood burner, it's just a wood burner. And we know why. It's a wood burner because it just has a grate, not a movable grate. Just go over this really slowly. Make sure you get rid of all the ash and everything. Give yourself a hoover up as well. But obviously if you're not a chimney sweeper, you just want to remove the stuff. I always sort of give myself a bit of a clean up. There we go, look, it's all back in position. Everything's all fine. What I do now is just do my sheet. The reason why I do it here, like this, on the way it's on the floor, it's easier because not the weight of me on it. It sorts it out. The other thing I will say about these, I'm all finished now. I shall turn the hoover off. I don't think there's any more hoovering to do. Remember about the fans? I'm going to say to the customer about putting them at the back there. Do you remember we talked about that? About put the fans at the back and see how you get some, and then go from there. And then I think this is remember the thermometers. Yeah, some of them I don't actually stick on the pipe. It's a bit bizarre. This has got a bit of a gasket rope going down. He's pushing down. I'm going to do that in a second. But yeah, with the fans, they want to go at the back of the appliance, not at the front. They get more heat efficiency out of it. I'm just going to push that gasket rope down in a minute. But as you can see, it's all done. Probably could do with a little bit of a brush just there, make it a bit more tidier up. Tidy, should I say, or tidy up? Making words up now for the English dictionary, but there you go, that's it, it's all done. And shut the door, and as you can see what sort of appliance it is. It's in super condition. Customer obviously clearly loves his wood burner. And have a great day from Zachary Sweeps. Let's finish off where you can see it.